Well, hello again everyone. Quite a few people have asked for a full tour of our new motorhome. So here we go, let's have a good look round it. It's on a Fiat Ducato base vehicle, it's a 2012 and it's the 150 horsepower version. A lovely clean looking engine bay. The habitation door is on the continental side though, so we'll have some fun on some sites where they're fussy about which way round you pitch, of course. It's a 3.5 tonne vehicle, so you can drive it on an ordinary car licence. I have got an old style licence with a C1 entitlement, so I can drive bigger, but this is 3.5 tonne. And obviously we've got a train weight of 5.2 tonne, so we can tow a substantial trailer with it as well, although we haven't currently got a tow bar. And look, we've got a fancy electric step. And of course it is the Burstner Nexxo T660 that we saw at the Peterborough show, for anyone who hasn't quite caught on to that yet. We haven't really kept that particularly secret, have we? And it's got a fairly reasonable garage here. Now, it actually came with quite a few goodies already in the garage, and we've added a couple more to them, but let's have a quick look through and see what we've got in here. We've got Nikki's peg bag, that was out of our previous van. We've got our collapsible bucket and a barbecue flipper thing, again out of our previous van. Got our Kayak, which again is out of our previous van. It's actually my dad's old Kayak that he used to have on his boat. Got Nikki's walking poles, again out of our previous van. And the rest of the stuff in here came with the van. So we've got a Camper UK umbrella, which apparently is part of every deal. That's very nice. Got this, which I believe is a cab carpet. So I'm not going to carry this around in the van. I'm going to put this to one side and I'm going to put it up in our loft. This is the jack and the wheel brace and that sort of thing. This in here is actually the little wooden extender thing that makes up the front bed. Not sure what these are. Oh, I think these are those cover things you put over your wheels to stop the tyres getting hot or something. Don't really know. If you know why you put those cover things over your wheels, drop me a comment below, because I'm not really sure myself. But anyway, we've got a bag of them. Got this is a silver screen for the front windscreen. What's this? This is, well, I think this is a matting carpet thing for the awning. Nope, no idea. mystery bracket thing. Random tent peg. No idea what this is. Wonder if it's some sort of game. Nope, no idea. Again, drop me a comment and let me know. Got some more of this awning rail drip strip, which might be handy. I believe these are the poles for the awning. I think this is like clipped together grids, so if you're on like a grass pitch, you can put this in front of your step to stop the ground getting boggy. I think that's what that is. Got a little cargo net, random polythene bag. Yeah, maybe I'll throw the random polythene bag away. Got a bag of push fit plumbing fittings. I'm going to keep them in here because I guess whoever put them in here knew something. This, I believe, is the awning. Feels like it's got poles in it, so I'm not actually sure what was in that blue packet. We're going to have to unwrap that later and find out. Got a slime tyre repair kit. There's another of those bags of wooden blocks. Yeah, that's a little bit of a mystery, that. Got some armrests. These are armrests for the chairs, but the chairs aren't cut to take the armrests, so we're not sure we're going to be able to put these on. So again, I might put these aside and I'll put them in the loft. So there we go, there is the locker, more or less empty. Up here we've got the cushions which make up the front bed. We'll probably show you how you do that in a future video. Oh, there's also a bag there. What's in that blue bag, do you reckon? Ah, they're levelling ramps. We also do have a full-size spare wheel, and it looks like on top of it there's some of that collapsible waste pipe for when you're on a serviced pitch. Behind this little hatch here is the Ttxela boiler thing. And there we go, that's doing your blown warm air heating and your hot water, of course. And got drain off valves here. I believe that one's for the pipe work and that one's for the boiler, or the other way around. Can't quite remember. Well, so much for the locker. Round the back of the van we've got a reversing camera and rear view mirror camera. We've got a pretty standard toilet locker cassette door thing on the back cord. You don't really need to see in there. And obviously here we've got the electric hookup point, the gas locker and the freshwater fill point. I've also got a gas low fill point here as well. And inside we have two gas low bottles. And in these two pouches we've got the various different gas low adapters. I think this one's a Spanish one, and I believe the top one is Italian. Oh no, it's just a Euro adapter. Oh yeah, and a French and Italian one. We also have our electric hookup lead and our water hose. And there's space in here as well for all the toilet chemicals and such. We move inside, we've also got a awning or doorway light. And my particular favourite, the grab rail light. So in the cab area, we've got the double swivelly seats, which of course is a great thing. The previous van, you could only swivel the passenger seat. And of course you can sit round this nice dining table. The dining table swings round, so you could have 4 or 5 people sitting here having a meal. The table does drop down, and this front area makes up into another double bed. As I say, we'll show you how that goes possibly in another video. The van itself has got this sort of switchable automatic manual gearbox. I've only really driven it in automatic at the moment. It's got cab air conditioning, comes with a sort of truck driver's sat nav, and of course the rear view mirror is actually the camera thing, the rear view camera and reversing camera. Got some nice power sockets at low level with USBs. A bit of over cab storage. We've decided to put games and stuff up there, and plenty of lockers and little reading lights and such. And up above you got a nice big roof light. We've got a little sort of magazine rack thing and some Kotex fire extinguisher. And then we've got the control panel, which tells you the state of the driver's battery, leisure battery. Switch the 12 volt on and off, switch the water pump on and off, and the amount in your fresh water in your waste tanks. Quite basic control panel, nice and simple to use. The van has got solar. Haven't quite worked the solar out yet, but we've got this little control panel here. It does seem to be doing something. Doesn't seem to be doing a great deal, but it does seem to be doing something. It's quite sunny today. Surprised it's not doing more, but yeah, we'll have to work that one out at some point in the future. Into the kitchen area, of course, we have our sink and drainer, obviously hot and cold water, and we have a 3-burner hob. Now there is no oven in this van, well, no conventional oven anyway. We have a nice big fridge with a blue light inside, and obviously little freezer compartment as well. And in the cupboard up above we have a microwave. There is a TV. You put up this little rolly shutter thing, press this in and out comes the TV. You can either have it this way round if you want to watch TV in bed, or you can swing it round if you want to watch TV in the sort of lounge dinette kind of area. And we also have the habitation air conditioning unit, which is a bit of a luxury, but it'd be very good for Nikki because she does get quite sort of hot and bothered in the height of summer. So yeah, I believe this only work on electric hookup, but I have tested it and it blows out really nice and cold. So yeah, that's definitely a touch of luxury, isn't it? And of course the key feature really is the fixed double bed. This is what we were really looking for. Obviously we were having problems with putting up the bed each night. It was increasingly becoming a chore, especially for Nikki. So this is the real bonus, is having the fixed bed. It's got a little curtain you can draw around for privacy. So if Nikki wants to go to bed early in the evening or even have a snooze during the day, she can draw the curtains, go to bed, and the front of the van still remains usable for me to do whatever I want to do. Sit and read, or you could even watch TV, I suppose, couldn't you? Or play a game, whatever you want to do. Maybe even a bit of editing, who knows. Got a nice reasonably sized wardrobe, and of course the toilet and shower room. Now I will say the door doesn't open fantastically wide on the old shower room, so you do have to squeeze in a little bit, but yeah, it's got the usual bench type toilet. This one has got electric flush, got a built-in bog roll holder, little toothbrush shelf, and a sort of medicine cabinet. The shower does divide off with these little screens front and back. You don't get the sink area and the toilet area wet. It's got a nice little wash basin and one of these corner mirrors, which makes it look like there's thousands of people in here with you. So there you go, that's a fairly brief tour of our new Burstner Nexxo T660 motorhome, or new to us anyway. I think I've showed you more or less everything. Of course, we do know how lucky we are to be able to have this wonderful motorhome. It is a big step up really from the Citroen C25 that we had before, although we absolutely loved that van and I was sorry to see it go. I did enjoy working on it and keeping it going and all our travels in it. As far as driving this goes, I will say I do find this a little bit more stressful to drive than the old Citroen. Don't get me wrong, it is easier to drive in terms of the gearbox and ease of driving. Obviously it is bigger, so you have to watch the overhang on the back and the size of it and keep watching your mirrors a bit more, that sort of thing. But mainly it's a little bit more stressful to drive, simply I think because I'm aware of how much more I've spent on it and the financial consequences of having an accident in it, which would be quite dire really, I suppose. So yeah, it is, I think, a little bit more stressful to drive. The Citroen cost me a reasonable amount of money, I suppose, in the scheme of things, but it was sort of the level where I could afford to lose it if the worst happens. But this obviously we do have to be a lot more careful. We do have to look after it. We were careful, of course, with the previous van and did our very best to look after it, but I could throw it around on the road, I could drive it like a car, I could take it up rough farm tracks where I wasn't sure if I could turn around at the end, all that sort of thing, which I'd be much more wary of doing with this van. So it does change the dynamics, I think, of driving around in it, but we are fantastically pleased with it. Obviously you'll have perhaps seen by now the video of us collecting it and our first night in it at the Camper UK campsite, and yeah, absolutely chuffed with it. And I'm very pleased that Nikki can be more comfortable in this van, and you know, we don't have to worry so much about things like making up the bed before we go out in the evening, so we're not coming back tired and having to assemble it with the jigsaw of cushions and stuff. And obviously it's a bit more comfortable to sit in. We've got the air conditioning to keep Nikki comfortable during the hot weather. So yeah, fantastically pleased with it and looking forward to lots of travels in our new van.